It's okay to trust your gut and your voice and your instinct and to really believe in yourself, because a lot of things in life will tell you not to. You just got to say, nope, I'm going to do it. And you're always going to prove them wrong. It's the best feeling in the world. So this year was all about self-discovery for me and kind of finding my voice and like my self-confidence with myself and my body. Murda DM'd me. He's like, yo, let's work. We got to work. I'm like, bet, let's do it. Let's do it. We exchanged numbers and he'd always send me a bunch of tracks. And one day I got this track and I hear, booty so big, Lord have mercy. I was like, I like this, but I didn't want to mess it up in the moment. I was like, okay, I can't write to this today. I'm not in that zone, but I love the track. I waited and waited, and I was in a session with this guy named Tehran. It was our very first time working together, and he's so cool. I played him this track. I was like, this is what I want to write to today. So I was kind of explaining to him where I was mentally. At this moment, I was feeling frustrated because people thought I was doing too much. People thought I was just showing myself and my body just because and just for attention, specifically male attention. I was like, no, I want to talk my shit on this.
Boy, you looking at me like I ain't give you no choice. If I count to 3, bet you be on your knees. You wrap around my hand like Cartier. You can't get this thickness out of your mind.
I kind of really wanted to paint like a visual picture in your mind. So it's like, you know, when you're at the club or you out and you see the guy and it's like, boy, you looking at me. Like I ain't give you no choice. You can't look away. And I think it's beautiful how the video ties in the Medusa theme completely. I love that. It like makes it a modern day Medusa type thing. And it's like you wrapped around my hand like Cartier. We all love jewelry. We all love to be blinged out. But it just gave a visual component to how you wrapped around me, around my finger.
He say he like that Laffy Taffy. He so goofy, call me daddy. He go stupid, he go daffy. Introduce me to his pappy.
So Laffy Taffy is down there. He say he like that Laffy Taffy. He's so goofy, he call me daddy because I wear the pants. I'm the one dominating you. So that's why I said that. And then he introduced me to his pappy. He takes me home to his mom, his dad, because I'm the one to show off. I think it's good to introduce someone to your parents when you both have established what this is. Like, is it a relationship? Are you just friends or whatever? And just kind of do it after you both know each other.
Can never live without me. I'm so real, I never capping. If he got it like that, I can take it there.
People can tell when you're being authentic or not. And people can kind of read through your soul and see if you're telling the truth. And I like to live life with integrity because I always feel like what you put out comes right back to you. And it's like, I'm so real. I'm never capping. I won't lie to you. I won't lead you astray. What you see is what you get.
'Cause my booty so big, Lord have mercy.
The booty so big part is one of my favorite parts. I think it really makes the song, and it was this incredible sample that Murda used in the track. And I love how when the song starts, you don't hear me saying it along with the sample. Then as the song progresses, you hear me softly saying it. My booty so big, Lord have mercy. Because it's like I'm learning to just kind of be confident in admitting it and saying it. And then as it keeps going, and you hear me sing on the last hook really big, Lord have mercy, because it's like, yeah, I know it, I feel it, I'm accepting it, and you're going to accept it too.
Why keep bossing like I do? Why keep flossing like I do? Why keep saucing like I do? Why keep cussing like you do?
So I specifically wanted to start with bossing. One, I'm such a huge fan of Khalees. I love her to death. And Bossy is one of my favorite songs by her. Whenever I want to feel like a badass bitch, I put that song on. So I was like, with this, I want people to feel the way that I feel listening to that song. So I was like, bossing. Sometimes the world tells us as women that we can't speak up for what we want. And, you know, they'll make us feel bad for using our voice. And I was like, no, that's not going to work. So I was like, why I keep bossing like I do? Why I keep flossing, you know, with the drip, looking snatched in the clothes and the jewelry, and then saucing because the drip is so drippy, and then it's costing. You can't get this. The price is way up. It's priceless.
All this ass up in my jeans, you can't get up in between. You're trying to get a piece of me, I can teach you a couple things.
We all have insecurities with our bodies, but one part of my body that I can say I've always loved has been my butt. Minus the stretch marks, it took me a minute to just now start loving it, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't fit these pants, but then other times when I have to jump into them and wiggle, I'm like, okay, I got some booty. So I was like, all this ass up in my jeans, you can't get up in between. You can't have access to me so easily. You know, I'm very private. I kind of stay to myself and I keep my circle tight. So it was like, all this ass up in my jeans, you can't get up in between. You trying to get a piece of me? I can teach you a couple things. And that last line was directed to all the haters who always have stuff to say about me. And it's like, just watch. You're not used to this. I can teach you. Just watch.
Like, how to suffer, man, how to work, man, it's on purpose, I'm doing it big.
I really wanted to just talk my shit. I feel like I have every right to. We all have every right to. And it was really fun. And I specifically wanted to be like, how to serve a man, how to work it, man. It's on purpose, I'm doing it big. A lot of times people say I'm doing too much. And I have been doing too much ever since I was a little girl, and that's okay. As long as you're being yourself, it's never wrong. And doing too much is me being myself.
Body language like speaking Spanglish, I'll educate you how to do this shit.
You know, I love to dance, and, you know, Shakira, hips don't lie. I was like, that's what I thought of in the moment. Body language like speaking Spanglish. Music is universal language, and also dancing and body language. And, you know, it was just to kind of play on words with that. So that was really fun.
Temporary, that's never airy, I'm necessary, yeah, I am that bitch. You can't get this thickness out of your mind.
I'm all about longevity. This isn't temporary. I'm long lasting. I'm still finding myself. I'm still finding my voice. I'm still perfecting it. There's so much more I have to grow. But I know for a fact I'm going to be doing this for a very long time because I'm confident in the gift that God gave me. It's the specific line that B said in Formation, you know, you that bitch when you cause all this conversation. I always quote that to myself. And whenever I see people talking a lot about me, I'm like, okay, I'm doing something right. Because if I wasn't, everyone would be silent. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I am that bitch. The reason why I wrote this song is to remind myself that it's okay to be proud of who I am and all that I have to offer. Like those moments when you're in the mirror and you're looking at yourself, it's okay to be like, hey, I'm proud of you. And I'm currently learning to do that. So it's like, even though I said it in the song, I don't actively do that. The song is where I'm trying to get, the place I'm trying to be. And it's almost like I'm speaking it out into existence and hoping one day it'll become reality. It was completely different. The song was originally called 5-4, but no, we changed it. We changed it completely. And then that's when I brought in Nisha maybe about a week or two later, and we rewrote the first verse to feel a bit more sexy.